Hello, my students, and hello, everyone. This is Miss Maria Angelica Palatucan, and welcome back to our accounting online lessons in intermediate accounting. So, for today, we will continue on the accounting for cash and cash equivalents, particularly um, the recording of transactions involving petty cash fund. So, as mentioned in our previous video on cash and cash equivalents. So petty cash fund is a particular current fund that is used to pay small expenses, small amounts of expenses, which cannot be paid conveniently by means of checks. For example, yung mga maliliit na pamasahe, pambili ng tinapay, or pambili ng mga supplies, pwede naman natin siyang bayaran in cash, but we can get the money from the petty cash fund. In relation to that, we have this Imprest fund system, which is used in order to properly control our cash. So Imprest system is a system of control of cash which requires that all cash receipts should be deposited intact and all cash disbursements should be made by means of a check. So meaning, yung lahat ng collections natin for that day, as much as possible, is intact siya and madedeposit natin sa bangko. But of course, since may cut-off na time yung bank, hindi natin ma-expect na lahat ng collection talaga for that day from 8 to 5 or whatever time magko-close at mag-open yung mag-open or close yung business nyo. Hindi yun lahat talagang buong madedeposit natin sa bangko in the same day. So, yung remaining collections natin for that day, pwede pa naman natin na i-deposit na siya bukas, the following banking day. Pero importante na yung mga collections natin, madedeposit natin sa bangko. Kung may babayaran man na mga needed disbursements, expenses, kailangan mag-issue ng cheque. Okay? That's for controlling our cash para mas ma-monitor natin yung receipts at yung mga disbursements. Kasi mahihirapan tayong i-trace up yung mga transactions kung ang pambayad natin is kinukuha natin from our collections for the day. So, hindi siya advisable. Okay? Kailangan na nakalista lahat yung receipts, nakalista rin lahat ng disbursement. So, magkahiwalay sila. But, hindi naman siya practical na lahat ng babayaran natin is in the form of checks, diba? That's why, gagamit tayo ng petty cash fund or mag-establish tayo ng petty cash fund to facilitate payments for small expenses. So here is the journal entry preparation for petty cash fund transactions. So under the Imprest system, okay, we have here the pro forma entries. So if you're going to establish the fund, so you debit petty cash fund and cash in bank. So this means na babawasan natin yung money sa bangko kasi ito transfer natin siya to another account, which is nag-create tayo ng petty cash fund. If you're going to pay expenses out of the fund, so meaning yung pag meron tayong babayaran, tapos kukunin natin yung money from the petty cash fund, wala siyang journal entry, but there would be memorandum entries in the petty cash journal. So, ilista mo dun yung mga binayaran. So, wala siyang journal entry. Pag nag-replenish ng fund, okay, so this one happens pag yung petty cash fund natin is lumiit na yung balance. So, di ba, nag-establish tayo ng fund, for example, nag-set aside tayo ng 10,000 para sa small expenses. So, syempre, pag may binayaran tayo, mababawasan yung 10,000. So, pag lumiit na yung balance, kailangan nating i-replenish. So, bring back the balance para may magamit tayo sa susunod na mga araw. So, when the petty cash fund runs low, a check is drawn to replenish the fund. The replenishment check is usually equal to the petty cash disbursement. So, yung i-bring back natin na money is equivalent dun sa binawas natin previously nung nagbayad tayo ng mga expenses. So, example, kung 2,000 na lang naiwan dun sa fund and 8,000 yung mga expenses, so 8,000 yung i-debit natin. So, lahat ng expenses na pinagastusan natin ng money, ililista natin dito itemized. So, hindi yung isang account lang. So, kung ano yung binayaran, ilista isa-isa. Then, credit cash in bank. Okay? Petty cash disbursement should be replenished only by means of check and not from undeposited receipts. Next is adjust unreplenished expenses to state the correct petty cash balance. Okay, so this is made at the end of the year. Okay, so debit expense, credit petty cash fund. This adjustment is reversed at the beginning of the next accounting period in order that the normal replenishment procedures may be followed by simply debiting expenses and then crediting cash in bank, whether the expenses pertain to the current period or the prior period. If we want to increase the fund, so from 10,000 gusto natin na 15,000 siya, 20,000, so simply debit petty cash fund, credit cash in bank. Parang nag-establish lang ng fund. If we want to decrease the fund, so instead of 10,000, kasi napansin natin in the past months na hindi naman masyadong maraming small expenses. So, pwedeng bawasan. So, debit cash in bank, credit petty cash fund. So, let's go to an example. So, you have here, the entity established an Imprest fund of 10,000. So, debit petty cash fund, credit cash in bank. Okay, so this is the establishment of fund. Replenish the fund. So, these are your expenses. So, you have 2,000. Hindi to kasali sa expenses. Ito yung natira. Then, you have 5,000. Supplies, telephone, postage. Okay, so sum up nito is 8,000. So, nagtali rin sa 10,000 na petty cash fund. So, di ba pag nag-replenish, debit, expenses, and credit cash in bank. Okay, so you have supplies, telephone, postage, credit cash in bank. Then, at the end of the year, yung fund, hindi siya na-replenish kaya dito. But you need to make adjustments para dun sa mga expenses. So, may additional na supplies, postage, miscellaneous. So, debit supplies, postage, miscellaneous. Then, petty cash fund, 3,000. Okay? So, magkano na yung petty cash fund at the end of the year? Tingnan mo, 10,000 minus 3,000. So, ilan na lang or magkano na lang ang natira? It will be equal to 7,000, which is the actual petty cash fund on hand. The following year, okay, di ba, i-reverse. Okay, so you have debit petty cash fund, then credit supplies, postage, miscellaneous expense. Then, February 1, the fund was replenished and increased to 15,000. So, ito yung laman nung petty cash na box. So, may currency and coins 1,000, supplies, postage, and miscellaneous. Diba, i-replenish natin tong 9,000. Okay, 9,000. And then, we are going to increase the fund to 15,000. So, diba previously, magkano yung petty cash fund? Diba 10,000? 10,000 siya. And then, gusto natin gawing 15. So, magkano yung kulang? So, kulang ng 5. So, dadagdagan natin siya ng 5. So, 9,000 plus 5. So, 9,000 plus 5,000 is 14,000. So, 14,000 yung i-adjust. Or pwede rin na yung target natin is 15,000 tapos merong balance na 1,000. Yun yung natira. So, magkano na lang yung kailangang punan? So, kailangan ng 14,000. So, you have petty cash fund, 5,000. Then, debit supplies, postage, miscellaneous expense, which is total to 9,000 yung total rin sa expenses kanina.
If you like this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated with the latest video lessons. Thank you for watching!